Everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie and I'm doing the 100-day project. Today I'm going to make some Frankenpaper. You've seen me making masterboards and I use a cheap scrapbook paper to make my masterboards, so I have sort of a background to use and we end up with something a bit stiff, so I always use my scraps. You've seen me made a masterboard with lighter paper from an encyclopedia. And Frankenpaper is something different, where you only use your scraps. And you make sort of a masterboard if you want. And then you end up with varied paper that you can use to do lots of things like envelopes. You can use them as book page in your journal. You can make any item paper that you want. It's just that it's not as sturdy as this one, nor as the other one that you've seen me make. Okay, so let's start. Get your scraps out, and God knows I have scraps. Ooh. And let's start. Okay, I've got my scraps out. I've got my glue stick, so I'm ready to start. Oh, I have my 6x6. They have nothing to do there. So it's always easier to start with bigger bits of paper. But I like complications, so I'm just going to use whichever paper I pick. So the idea, let me take this out so that we have a bit less shadow. Is this going to work? Maybe, maybe not. Can't do what I wanted to do. So let's start. Hopla. So I'm taking my glue and I'm just putting glue. This is going to be the side of my paper. I'm not sure yet how big I want to make it. I'll decide. So I'm just placing some glue on my sheet of paper. I'm taking another piece of scrap and I'm placing it over the portion that I have glued. So you can take any paper and you can obviously make them whichever size you want. So I think that's a bit too big. So I'm just going to do this. And I'm going, my glue is running away. I'm going to glue this piece here. No, don't. And I'm going to get a wet wipe to clear the excess of glue. I want something on the book page. And I'm going to do this. So I'm going to put glue here, here, and here. And if need be, once everything is glued, if there's a place that needs a bit more glue, I will add it then. Okay? So once in a while, I'll just remove whatever excess of glue I might have. So we have a piece of this, which we can use. Don't need all of that glue. paper. Glue, hair. What do I have? Another book page. Okay. It's a very relaxing exercise. Well, that's my opinion anyway. Two little I do like all these projects that help using scraps. These are too small to be kept. I'm making them straight, but you don't need to. You can use them as they are. This is not something that I've made very often, but I think it's quite enjoyable. Oh, we are going to use you for sure. I also have lots of blank papers that we can use. I'm choosing, just if you wonder what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'll be making a sort of a roll, or whether I'll make separate sheets. I don't think it matters. Let me just make some space. This. Oh, this is some Tim Holtz paper. Can I use it here? Probably. Probably, and why not? I'm going to put this on the side. Up. There. So that I can... No, don't fall. No, don't fall. You are not very obedient. This is not to my liking. Up. Sorry. Okay. So you can vary the paper as much as you want. There are no rules. You could do it with just paper with motifs, no writing. I personally prefer when it's varied, but that's a me thing. So just look at what you like. And don't care about the rest. Oh, thought it was longer than it actually is. Okay. What else? This looks like almost a 12 by 12, this piece already. I want to apologize for yesterday's video. I know there was a part that was not in the right orientation. Don't know why I did that. Because I checked my my video and it's in the right orientation. So I'm actually going to upload it again tomorrow, and hopefully it will be as it's supposed to be. I'll put that afterwards, I think. Okay. Not big enough. Let me see. Oh, no. I think I would want to make it in a roll, but I think if I do that, it won't be convenient to you because you won't see much. So I'm going to finish this one and make another one. Okay, I just need a piece here. So I'm finally getting to use this one. No, Sophie. Think, Sophie. There. We have our first piece of Frankenpaper. You see? So it's quite light, and you can really do a lot of things. We'll look at what we can do afterwards. Let's make a second sheet. Okay. Yeah, and apologies also because today I'm not following the ABC April 2025 because today was letter Q and I couldn't come up with something that I liked or had or could do. So, yeah, sorry about that. But sometimes, you know, it doesn't want to work, so. And the last thing I want is to make myself sick with worry because I didn't do something as I was requested to do. I was not requested, that's not right. That's not the right term. I said I would participate, so this is purely my decision. But I didn't commit to do it every day neither. This is, again, a pressure I put on myself. So I've decided, you know, you'll speak to yourself later, Sophie. Just do what you want to do. And I don't know for what reason today. It was a tough day to decide what I was going to do. Me. Okay. So, just had a phone call from my daughter. Sorry. So it seems I've been not gluing things. Don't know what's happening tonight. The dogs are just making messes. And my daughter is fed up. Now, June just ate a piece of my faux leather. Looks like this now. Well, you know. It's my fault. I put it somewhere where she could grab it, and grab it she did. So. tomorrow we have the visit of the shelter where we got her, June. They're coming to see how she is. Oh, she is. Very much alive. Very, very much alive. Which is good. You are not straight. Not that it matters. No? Oh, this one I just glued. Yeah, Sophie. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Some more map. Oui. Little piece of map. And it's not the way I wanted to put my little piece of map. I wanted to put my little piece of map like this. Oh, that's annoying. No, no, no. Okay, a couple of more pieces and it will be done. This piece will not be straight, but it doesn't matter. I would like something that I've not yet used. No, no, no. Sissi, descends. Non, mais Sissi. It's not the right time. She is very demanding these days. And when I say very, I mean very. She has periods like this where she's just like glue. She's purring. I don't know why, but she's purring. Please, Mommy, throw me on the floor again. Sors de là. June, tu sors de là. C'est pas pour toi. Ooh. So what's the matter with you all? You have all decided to annoy me, hmm? Yeah, June was looking for something to eat again in my papers, and I'm not happy with that. One last piece. There we are. Oh, we have two of them. Yeah. Well, you are going to be like this. You are not going to be like this. You are going to be like this. There we go. We have finished a second piece. So before you do anything with it, let it dry. Let it dry. So I'm going to put them on the side. Let's see if the first one is dry. It is. It is. So what you can do, I'm going to show you a couple of examples. You could decide. Shh! Sors de là! Sors de là! Sors de là! Sors de là, June. Tu files. Allez, oust! Tu sors de là. You could just take your paper and make a straight cut with a knife. That would be a much better idea, Sophie. Okay. There. So you could use this piece to make pages in a journal. Just grab my art glitter glue. I'm going to mend the little pieces that need help to glue. Okay, done. So you could fold this in two. Make it to the size of your journal. One folder. And then you have a background that you can decorate, and you can leave it blank here. I would personally leave it blank so that you can journal on it, and you can just decorate it like you would do a normal page. So shall we do that? I'm just going to measure, because if I put it in a journal, I need to make sure that it is the right size. 15, yeah, 15 is fine. Okay, what can we use to decorate this? Let me think for a minute and let me clear the desk. I've grabbed a bunch of bits and pieces that I want to use to decorate my Frankenpaper. See, you could have her here. I think she would look good. I have a frame which I could use, and in this frame I could put someone. Let me just look. Like this. I think we could do this. And use the frame as a tuck spot. So this is what I'm going to do. Grabbing a pair of scissors. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Ooh. What are you doing? Why are you drooling? Come on. Let's be nice. You have a cat hair. There you go. Okay. Okay. So you need to dry. I'm going to put something on you. What am I going to put you? I'm going to put you under there, just to make sure they dry flat. In the meantime, I'm going to get walnut stain. Why not? It's been a long time. So I'm just inking my little lady, which I fussy cut from a book. We find them very, very easily in France, these sort of books with paintings. And they're about 1, 2, 3 years, depending on how old they are. But it's not because they're old that they're more expensive. It's usually the other way around. There she is. Lovely lady. Do I want to put something else on her? With her. We have one of our labels, but I think it will be too close to the frame. Let me see. I think it's too much. Too much. What else do I have in my little boxes around me? Oh, I did find the full stamps we made. They were not what I expected them to be. Yep, this would work, I think. Let's glue you, little fellow. Well, little. No, it's not little. It's a big fellow. Okay, so I'm going to glue it on 3 sides. Like this. The frame is just a very cheap frame from AliExpress. And I did put acetate and patina. Ta-da! There you go. You have a page spread on your Frankenpaper. See? I think it's cute. I like it. So what else could we do with our Frankenpaper? Let me get the other one. There. We could do an envelope. So I'm going to do my best to make a square. Sophie, you could measure it. Yes, I could, but I never do. This is not really dry. You're going to have issues. Yeah, well. Didn't want to come with me. So I'm going to make sort of a square-ish thingy. I wouldn't make tags or anything like this. That would not be convenient. It would be too brittle, I think. So I make a cross in the middle-ish. Is this going to work? We'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to fold my paper towards the middle. This is going to be the bottom. It's not going to be straight because I didn't make a perfect square. Personally, I don't care at all. It doesn't matter. Just inking before I finish. I'll fold it when I will glue it, and then I will ink the little piece. This is going to be my upper flap. Okay, you want to go there? Then go there. I'm not going to fight with you. Paper. There you go. You have an envelope. I just need to remove these two little bits. Okay, I'm going to put glue. Sammy is sleeping, as you can hear. I'm going to let it dry. Before I do anything, it needs to be dry. Well, I could fold it, but I actually am not going to. It's okay like this. Yeah, otherwise it will not be straight and I will be annoyed. So there, we've made an envelope. So I'm just going to miter the bits and pieces. They are not required, not essential. I'm going to add glue wherever glue needs to be added. On the back, we need a bit of glue. And here we have a lovely envelope, which can be decorated again. So here is the back. We can add a stamp. I'm going to add this one. Like this. Do I have a little piece of ephemera that I can add there? I have a label. And I have a painting. So I think I'm going to have my painting here, right at the bottom. I'm going to add my label in the middle. Hoopla. you go. On the front, I guess we can put another stamp if we want to, as a closure, like this. Like this. And we do have an envelope made with scraps, so I think that's really, really good. Where did I put the rest? There. Do I have a bit that is big enough for me to make another type of envelope? Whoop. You are not glued, my friend. Okay. So what you could do as well is make another sort of envelope. So you fold the two sides as straight as you can. As you can see, mine is not glued correctly. It will happen all the time, but that's quite okay. There's nothing that you cannot mend. It's just paper. Okay. So then you fold a bit at the bottom, hopefully straight. And then you are going to be the front. You can fold a flap. And there you see it's a little bit of glue. So I'm going to just miter the corners. That was actually a cat, not a toy. She is just next to June, and she made the sound of a toy. Okay, I'm going to remove these sides, and I'm going to do so at an angle. Slightly at an angle. Okay. Same here. I'm going to glue my envelope down. So first, I'm going to glue this side. Like this. I'm putting a bit of glue inside. And I'm putting a bit of glue above. June, qu'est-ce que tu fais? What did you find? So my flap doesn't want to glue, but I will win. We can round the corners. You can ink it or not ink it. I'm not going to. You can put a little closure on it. Or not. I'm just going to put a paper clip. If I have one. Pretty sure I do. This is whatever's left on my desk, sort of. There you go. Up. And there you go, you have a closure. You can decorate it as well. Let me just put my washes back where they belong. What could we decorate it with? We could put a label. What do we have that would fit? We have a mushroom. So we can do a mushroom with a label. Link it. Glue, glue, glue. There we are. We have a little envelope. All right. Well, let's look at the things that we've done today. We have made Frankenpaper. So sheets of paper that we've glued together in order to make sort of a masterboard, but a very light one. So the heaviest thing I've used is some Tim Holtz scrapbook paper, and there's not a lot of it, so it's still quite thin. So we've made a spread that we've decorated, which I will add in one of my journals. So we used the stamp that we made, a frame with a picture and acetate, a picture from a painting. Then we made a very cute little envelope with a stamp. On the back we have stamp, label, painting. I think it's really cute. I like the envelopes when they're wonky, like me. And we've made a little coin envelope with a mushroom and a label. So it doesn't always need much to be added because it's already quite full. So you could also leave it as is. You don't need to decorate. That's really up to you. So that's it for today. Thank you for having spent your time with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.